So what time are you getting out your PJs every day then? I mean, are you getting out of them? I know you've got your own kind of loungewear within the style, haven't you?
I've been really exercising and stuff, so I have been getting up early, I'm not going to lie. So I've been getting up at like 8 or 9 and then like doing a workout and then just getting on with work.
So how are you getting motivated? Because so many people I talk to, they can't get out of bed because they haven't really got anything to do. So they stay in bed till 12, 1. How are you getting up? What's in your mind?
I think I'm more motivated than ever right now. I've never ever had a routine. I've never been in the same place for this long in my whole entire life. And it's all I've ever yearned for. Like, I've been so jealous of people who live at home and they've got such a routine that they could just fit something in there. And it's not like, oh, well, like they've got such a strict routine that every day is the same, so you've got no excuse, you know what I mean? Whereas mine is normally like, oh, I've got a flight at 5 a.m. in the morning. Well, where am I going to fit a workout there? I'm going to get up at 3 a.m. in the morning and have 1 hour sleep. I don't think so. And then when I land, I've got to go straight to the hotel to get ready to then be briefed for something. Like, it's so crazy that, like, I'm so motivated now because I've got no excuse. Like, this is what I've always longed for. I don't know how people who like are constantly at home and have this like strict schedule, how they can't do it, because I'd be the skinniest I've ever been if that was me.
So I take it you're not bored then? You're enjoying this, having a structure?
Oh, I'm loving every second of it, and I can't be bored because, as I said, I've got the filming. I've also got my small business, Naked Lane, which I opened last year. So I've got so much more time to focus on that. I've got ever expanding ranges coming within the style, as obviously everyone's now in more loungewear. So like, I've been really, really busy.
So you got into business with your mum with the interior design stuff, is that right?
No, so it's not mine and my mum's business, although she does do some work for us sometimes. It's just solely my business, but it was something inspired by mine and my mum's love.
Honestly, is there anything that Charlotte can't do? I mean, are you cooking now? Are you able to do...
Oh, I'm cooking as well. Right, I don't do videos on that because I can't be bothered.
I think they'd be very, very, very good videos and very, very funny. Like, bit of salt, bit of pepper.
I have done them in the past.
Yeah, so what's the best and worst thing about lockdown then? What are you finding tricky and what are you absolutely loving?
The best thing is like having a routine. Like, even though it's not a routine of like getting out and going to work, it's just being at home and having like a certain little structure to my day. And the worst thing is like not being able to travel. Like, I had so many travel plans this year, and I was meant to be in Australia work, and obviously I'd just come off I'm a Celeb, and everything had to get cancelled, and like, that's probably the worst thing. I'd love to just get on a plane and go away.
Do you think when this all gets better, will things be the same again? Do you think you'll be able to go away and do all those things, or do you think it'll all be a bit different?
It's all going to be dependent on a vaccine, isn't it? If there's a vaccine, things will go back to normal life. If we go back to normal life way before a vaccine's created, no, things won't be the same.
It makes you sit back and realise how much you've achieved there, and how much you've done, and how far away you've been, all these different places, and it must just be nice to sit back and go, God, I've done quite a lot.
It is. I've had so much time for reflection. I think it's been amazing, like so much free time to be able to like just think of things or set yourself goals or really put your life in perspective. I bet you a lot of people have had many epiphanies in this time where they think, you know what, I'm going to make a change when this is over.
So what about what you want to achieve then? 3 things by the end of lockdown that you want to tick off the list.
Oh, God, by the end of lockdown. I don't think the goals that I'd like to achieve are achievable in lockdown.
Right, can we hear any of them?
Well, I really would like to like expand with Naked Lane. I would love to turn it into a shop, but that's obviously not achievable in lockdown. I've been thinking a lot about property and like how I want to buy another property, maybe somewhere abroad, and then rent it out over the summers and stuff. But that's obviously not achievable in lockdown. So everything that I've been thinking, all the goals and things that I've put into place, like, are all things for after lockdown. There's not much you can get achieved in lockdown apart from maybe lose a bit of weight.
You talked about FaceTime and stuff before. I mean, are you in contact with your mates? I saw your grandma. You've taught her how to use the phone.
FaceTime. Yeah, me and my friends use Zoom to do quizzes.
Are you any good at the quizzes?
Well, I come third. That's not too bad, is it?
I'm finding they're a bit boring now. When everyone wants to Zoom me, I'm like, oh God, I'm naked, or like, leave me alone. I'll call you.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
And how's your grandma then? How is she coping with the FaceTime? Is she loving it?
Me nana's not having a very good time. She lives alone and she's really high risk category, so she literally cannot leave the house at all, and she's really, really struggling. Some days she's getting really down.
But it's nice that you can see her through that video thing. I've taught my parents as well, and all I get is their nostril. That's all I ever get is the hair and up the nose. And what about mindfulness and positivity? Because you said you're getting up, you said you're doing the workout, but a lot of people are struggling with their mental health, especially right now. Have you got any tips on how we can stay up and positive?
I think, like, honestly, like, one of the greatest things to do is write yourself a list of really positive, good things that you want to achieve or you want to do, even if it's things for when this is all over, even if it's silly things like you want to go on holiday to Thailand and island hop for a little while. Just write some really positive things down that you want to do, and then maybe write some things down next to it of how you can achieve each thing and when you want to achieve it by. Setting focus on positive things really changes your mind frame.
And that's helped you. Is your list long then?
Well, I've not wrote the list yet. I've not got a list like that. I only ever think about the work stuff.
And what about food and bad habits? Are you eating stuff that you wouldn't have eaten before? Have you got any more bad habits that you're snacking a bit more or anything like that?
I was doing so well at the beginning, and in this last week I've started to eat a little bit more and drink a little bit more, which I'm going to cut down on again.
But we're all allowed to do that, right?
Yeah, you can, in moderation.
And a Zoom chat is not fun without a cheeky little tipple with a mate, because otherwise it's boring with a herbal tea.
I know it is, isn't it?
So if you could share your lockdown with anyone in the whole entire planet, who would you love to share it with?
Me nana.
That is
because she's really sad, I know, but she couldn't even isolate with us because she actually begged so many times, can I come out? But we go out to go to the shops and it would just be too, you come in contact with people and we wouldn't want to put her at that risk.
And what's it like with going out over there? Like, what's it like with the shops and things? Are you scared or are you feeling, I
don't go out. I literally don't. I get other people ill. I just don't, I wouldn't want to I remember there was one time I went out because we needed some milk. I can't remember what it was we needed. I had to go to the shop, and the people were asking for photos, and I thought I can't get a photo socially distanced. And then I felt really awkward, and I didn't know what was the right and wrong thing to do. So I just kind of put my head down and walked away. And then I felt really awkward, and I was like, oh great, well I'm now definitely not going out again.
Well, I guess you're kind of not missing all that really, because you can still do what you want now without being worried about people taking photos and things from a distance.
I know.
And what about things that you can't get hold of? Anything that you really, really want, you can't order online or you can't find in the shops that you miss?
Nah, not really. I'm desperate to get my nails done, but that's about it.
And have you learnt new skills like doing your own nails and doing your makeup? Have you learnt anything new? Because the haircuts, everyone's doing their own hair and cutting it and...
Yeah, all the boys are, aren't there? No, I've not learned anything. No, only new skills I've learned is how to film a TV show on my own.